Jesting 123. Jesting 123. Lights and get it about as dark as it gets. We do have one. Very good. Whew. They made it.
Yeah. Rough day. Got made napkin. Oh.
Glad you made it.
All right.
Did you get my text about the lightsaber video?
Yes. Yeah, I watched that. I just got super busy.
No worries. Do you have any questions about what you're looking for?
Do your dancing sabers, the ones, are those also usable in like,
Sparring, combat?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. And they're really basic, just button switch. There's no electronics other than an on-off and a battery and a charge port. So they're as simple as it gets in terms of electronics, meaning they do better for things that hit them. You know, they take concussion a lot better than your typical electronics. So you certainly can. The thing with these though is he hasn't done a batch of them in a while. So getting them is the hard part, really.
right. How much are they?
They are between 350 and 400, depending on what you get.
It's always the ironic part that I always choose the ones that are just a little bit more expensive.
They're expensive, but they're worth it.
Yeah. Because the way I'm saying is like it's got a great handles for like that.
I really like the handle on these, and I mean it really is a realistic type of saber.
Right.
You know, into that kind of thing. That's exactly what you can get.
Oh, I might get a call from this group. They may go to one side of the island to another side.
No worries, that'll be that should be fine. We are gonna do some. We're obviously warm up. Go ahead, warm up. But we're gonna do some contact juggling today. So that is the plan.
Crocs in sports mode.
That's right. What's up, Savannah? Thank you for subscribing. If you aren't Savannah and you need an excuse to subscribe, I'm giving away a lightsaber at 50,000 subscribers. I'm also giving away a lightsaber if you can beat me in a duel on your very first try. So, come through, Galveston Rec Center on Wednesdays.
It can happen. It can definitely happen.
It can happen.
Yep. All right.
All right. Here, let me give you
You want the beaters?
the practice stick.
Just practice it.
All right, so that should be balanced in the middle somewhere. Well, I have to take the position here across from me.
I know, right?
Right there.
Oh.
See this without getting blinded by the sun rays. Okay, that's All right, so take your horse stance, feet a little bit wider than your shoulders. Hold your saber in a very suggestive. Hold your saber however you want to, and then squat into the position. Hold it.
Do this all day.
All right. And we're going to lower down to the left side. Cossack squat. We can balance with the saber if we need to. Sink into it with your heel. Back up to the center. Down to the other side. Back up to the center. All right, this time we are going to sink over the left side. And instead of going straight back to the center, what we're going to do is we're going to keep this toe pointed that way and go straight into a lunge. That is not easy. Then we're going to rotate our hip. We're going to go straight into a lunge on the other side. Rotate into a Cossack squat. So what you're doing here, and take it a little wider if you need to, what we're doing is when you're here, or I'm sorry, when you're here, when you're in your lunge, you're going to rotate on your heel and rotate on your heel. So it's going down.
You make this thing so easy.
It's not easy, but it's doable.
Yeah.
It's very doable. So start center. Down to the left. To lunge. Come a little more center if you need to in order to rotate in. And then straight over to the lunge. And then rotate again. Back to center. And shake. Shake. Shake it out.
Alright, yeah, you're giving vibes of, oh yeah, mate, I've been doing it forever.
Well, it doesn't take as long as you think, as long as you stick with it. So. Alright, we're going to do one more set. Center, down to the left, lunge to the right, Cossack rotate, up to the left, Cossack rotate, up to the center. Alright, good one.
Love it.
Is this your first live? No, it is not. I have been going live for quite a while, actually, doing various things. But one day, we will get there. We will get to the place. All right. Let's start with. Let's warm up with some OBMs first. So you can use that if you want to, or you can grab one of these. So to you, that works just fine. It's actually set up to be balanced in the center of the hilt, so it kind of
Rotates a little
easier. That's one thing about spinning is your balance point is massively important for how easily you can execute the technique. So we'll do some normal OBNs on your right side. Just get it spinning. Remember, just throw it forward, keep it spinning, throw it forward, keep it spinning. Slash down, chicken wing, throw forward, loop cross, slash down, chicken wing, throw forward, loop cross, slash down, chicken wing. Wrist roll, slash down, chicken wing. go forward. Ow.
Yeah.
Slash down, wrist roll, chicken wing throw. 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 Then we can add an actual throw in there. When you come through to your chicken wing, from your chicken wing into the throw forward, is right at that throw that you just release and let it circle 360 degrees in the air. Catch with the left hand. Slash down, wrist roll, chicken wing, throw, catch. Slash down, wrist roll, chicken wing, throw, catch. Continue with an inverted wing, OBA. So, slash down, wrist roll, chicken wing, throw. Yes, let it throw it a little higher, let it rotate. Yep, just start, right there. Just like that, start here. And take it so that your hand, find your balance point on your fingertips, and then hold it just below the balance point, just ever so slightly below the balance point. And hold it there, and then toss it in the air. Catch. Slash down, wrist roll, chicken wing, throw, catch. Slash down, wrist roll, chicken wing, throw, catch. Slash down, wrist roll, chicken wing, throw, catch.
That is much harder than I have to do with the left hand.
You're doing it left-handed? Do right-handed. Why are you doing the left-handed?
You gotta switch them, right?
Well, once you catch it, we're gonna do the inverted OEM for that,
Yeah.
keep the momentum going. So start with your right hand,
Yep.
slash down, wrist roll, chicken wing, throw. Yeah, perfect, there you go. See how it wants to snap down?
Yep.
So you just keep that going. Invert the OEM. Slash down, wrist roll, chicken wing, throw, inverted OEM. Remember, the opening, the inverted opening starts by pointing down, sitting in your armpit, rotating around, and then unwind. Unwind. Armpit, unwind.
Is it down then up, or
So-
up and down?
Out in front of you, down. And then back. Exactly. Yep. Keep it winding. Yes, just like that.
Oh yeah, that's good.
You're gonna whack yourself if the planes are not even. Make sure you keep your plane by rotating your waist into and your shoulder to keep it on plane correctly.
Rotate.
Feeling it in the shoulders already?
Yeah, every morning I've been trying to work out here, at least an hour per morning.
Nice. Good.
Yeah.
I just got done with my set before I came in here, so I feel it too.
Fighting gravity.
Fighting gravity, that's what we do here. Alright, so point down, place chicken wing, unwind, let it rotate back in front of you. Just like that, yep. So now from here, we can do the opposite throw, but it's a little weird because it's going this way. So when you get to here, you have to lift your hand and release.
Okay,
So it's going this way. So it's going down this way. So imagine lifting your hand like that. Lifting your hand and release and letting it
okay.
do a front flip, more or less. Yep. Got it going from this side. Keep it going. Throw. Going. Throw. Keep going. Throw. Keep going. Down. With the throw. Gosh dang, that sun's bright. Ooh. Howdy, fellas. Howdy, chat. How we doing? Alright, so forward, wrist roll, chicken wing, throw, catch, inverted, throw, pose.
Okay, now from here.
Yep, and then does front flip. Yep. Front flip. Yep, good. And then wrist roll and pose. That's good. So one more time. Start here. Slash down, wrist roll, chicken wing, throw, catch, inverted, O-E-N, throw, wrist roll, pose. One more time. Slash down, wrist roll, chicken wing, throw, catch, inverted, O-E-N, toss, wrist roll, pose. Ooh,
Almost.
stab yourself in the kidney.
I didn't need it.
You only need one. You only need one.
one. You just make it seem so easy.
It's simpler than you're letting yourself believe it is. That's for sure. So you know how to do this part.
Yeah.
Just give yourself some speed. Give yourself some speed until you're here, and then just let go.
You just let go.
Just let go. Don't be scared. Scared. See? There you go.
Now it's reverse.
Yeah, it was there. It was there. A little speed. Let go. Catch. There you go. You're. Try catching
Under?
under so
Yeah.
that you get the right orientation. That might be why. And then it went around all the way. You gotta figure out the sweet spot
Yeah.
of how much it rotates before you stick your hand in there. Let it fall a little bit
More
more.
far? Alright.
That can hit the ground. It's fine.
Alright.
There you go. You still ended up in the wrong orientation.
Alright.
Because you're either letting it get around and you're snatching it in the wrong orientation, or it's not getting around and you're snatching it in the right orientation. Does that make sense? It got around, so you're snatching it in the wrong orientation.
Alright. Yep. I guess just grab it under, not over.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yep. Alright. I'll rotate. No, no.
It's
That's
still
just,
kinda, yeah.
that's
it's still
muscle
kinda-
memory right there.
Just leave your hand out. And you still wanted to turn it over right
It's-
there.
It's a pure non-thinking thing right there. No.
There you go,
There we
right
go.
there. See how now it's here, and you can keep that rotation going? There it is. Boom, nailed it.
It's just no thinking, no thinking,
No think, no think. Only be in the way. That is all you have to do is
Yeah.
let this hand be in the way. And grip. You gotta grip it. I mean, that is part of it.
Oh,
Boom. Now keep that spin going.
from there. Oh.
Yep.
So toss up under.
So it's from here.
Okay,
So
from,
catch, spin. Yes, just like that. Front flip. Oops. And you don't wanna, I mean, this time I'm kind of catching it like this.
yes. It's that.
It's almost like it's 180. It's, I don't know if it's full 360 actually. So. Yeah, if it's full 360, you'd be catching it this orientation. So it's really only going one half turn. It's doing that.
Okay. Nope. It's like a lot to think about, then you have to not think about it at
Yep.
the same time.
That's right, basically. That was good, you just let your hand get in the way. The other hand, the throwing hand got in the way. And this is where planes are really important too. Because if you can keep it on this plane in front of you, where it's perfectly rotating over itself end over end, then you'll have an easier time with the catch. And then what's cool about this is, if you haven't noticed, you can obviously just keep it looping as long as you are able.
That just seems like you're just tossing it like this.
Yep, that's exactly what you're doing. You're just imagine just lifting up the palm and then letting it kind of rotate over itself. You're literally not even, think about it like this.
Yeah. I do that enough times where it's just,
It's not even rotating end over end one time. You're tossing it over and keeping that rotation.
oh, keys.
try to get this part down better, where you go from here and send the momentum as fast as you can this way, and then just slide your hand. Because that momentum, if you loosen your grip enough, should keep that rotating around behind you. Feel it.
Fighting the gravity.
Gravity. Gravity's the biggest op.
One of these days we'll go for a run.
One of these days.
Yeah.
One of these days. Alright, let's do this. So, this is a transfer, a roll transfer. Basically, all we're doing is we're going to extend the blade out to the right, wrist roll in, so that the blade ends here. Then you're going to cross your hands and catch. So, okay, so I lied. So, slash down, wrist roll, chicken wing, and then when you're here, let the blade fall over your thumb. Then you're going to have your hands crossed, and thumb notched, your other thumb notched on the other side, and it'll rotate it into your hand. So, out, rotate, let it fall, cross, regrip, point, swing in, cross, regrip, point. 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 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And it's really, it's as simple as crossing your hands, guess you gotta be supinated. I think that's what that is. You gotta be under, so. Under, rotate, palm up, other hand under the cross, thumb places it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the front transfer, and you can back transfer in a similar fashion. It's actually easier to back transfer, in my opinion. To back transfer, I'm going to face this way first, but then I'm going to turn around so you can see.
Yeah.
You're really just rotating into a chicken wing, grabbing it with your other hand, and then rotating out of the chicken wing and keeping it going in a inverted OB. So you start with a normal OB into the chicken wing, and you get all the way up so that the lightsaber is pointed vertically straight up. You grab it with your other hand, and you keep it going. So if you did it on the left hand side, it would be OB in, chicken wing, inverted OB in. OB in, chicken wing, inverted OB in. And it seems like you got it, but here's what it looks like on this side. want to back transfer the other direction, you can, but it's weird. So if you're OB anteing, inverted OBing, and you back transfer, what you're going to do is you're going to, instead of being in this chicken wing, you're going to OB ante, inverted OB, get to here, let it rotate down behind your back, grab it, and finish the OB. So, OB ante, invert, behind, OB ante, forward. Yeah, that's OB ante, point it straight down, grab it with both hands, chicken wing throw. OB ante to behind, invert straight down to grab with both hands, left hand chicken wing throws, continues the momentum. So, pose, inverted OB, transfer, OB ante continued, toss, inverted OB, and other stuff. So that's the cool thing is a lot of these, whip patterns, circle patterns, flow into each other depending on the orientation of the grip and the direction of the tosses. It all can flow into itself if you know where those transition points are. So, very fun. Grab some water if you need it. We're gonna do some actual contact. That was just some warm-up stuff. So now we're gonna do some contact juggling stuff.
We're good.
All right, so contact juggling. What does that mean? Contact juggling. Juggling is obviously the art of throwing something up in the air, letting gravity take it, and catching it. And it's a dance with gravity, right? That's what juggling is. It's a using objects and gravity in a stuttering. Contact juggling is the art of using gravity and another object in a balancing act of sorts. So, what does that mean? Obviously, you've seen me do some of these tricks before. The idea with contact sword or contact staff is that you can let the balance point of any stick roll around you as long as you know where that balance point is. If you know where the balance point is, you can use momentum, physics, gravity, whatever you want to call it. All of those things are the force. You can use the force if you know how to balance. Find balance and you can learn the ways of the force. Imagine that. Imagine that. That's real. That's a real thing. So, in order to learn the ways of the force, first you must find balance. So what we do is we stick our finger out on the balance point of the stick, and we just figure out how to keep it there. No movement, no tipping to either side. If you notice that it's tipping to one side, you want to roll ever so slightly your finger that direction. The side that's tipping, that's the side that you roll a little bit to. And then it'll tip to the other side and you'll have to balance that out. So finding that equilibrium is what we're going for. That's step one, find equilibrium. Step two is putting that equilibrium on the back of your neck. So there's an exact spot that you will be able to put it, but it's in the nape of your neck. And if you balance it there, it's just like that thing. It will stay there if you have the right orientation, which is just, hunched over ever so slightly. Or if you tip your head forward, you can find that spot and it will stay. So step one, equilibrium. Step two, put that at equilibrium places. Step three is add more physics. If it's here and it's staying here, then with just a twist, to one direction, it's going to start rolling down your arm. So place it here, twist, stick your arm out. Now you will want to give it enough of a jolt that that balance point starts to move around itself. Because obviously if it's not able to rotate around the balance point, it's not going to do the desired effect. So you find the balance point, place that balance point on your neck. You can keep it there with your other hand if you need to. But even before you do this roll, which is what you consider a quarter Steve neck roll, let's just do the neck transfer. Place it on your neck, wrap your other hand around, over the top, grab it, stick your arm out. So we're gonna go like this. Stick your arm right to the left, wrap it around your head, arm over the top, grab with the other side, reverse grip to the right. Then we can toss and switch in order to get both sides, but it's going to then wrap around the neck, place the balance point on the back of your neck, arm over the other arm, grab on the other side, rotate out, toss. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know how to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your neck transfer. Getting used to doing this over and over again will be what puts consistency in your placement on the neck roll, on the neck Steve, the quarter Steve is what it's called. So, once again, whatever side you're holding on, if you're holding reverse grip, just make sure that you have enough room to place that balance point on the back of your neck. Get used to maybe holding it there and finding that spot. Maybe get used to feeling it bounce around and controlling where that is. And then add some hip movement in order to get it to roll down your arm. Now, one thing that is going to be important in order to get the momentum to carry is your shoulder alignment. Yes, just like that. Just like that. Shoulder alignment and angle will make a massive difference between what you did before and what that just did. So, place it on your neck. A little bit of extra oomph. Good. That was almost really good, but you didn't let it continue. You didn't keep it on your arm. So one thing to notice is once it's on your arm, you can kind of move your arm in the same way that you were moving your finger in order to control the balance point. So what I'm doing is I'm putting it on my neck, I'm letting it hit my shoulder and start this roll. And then I know if I lift my arm up a little bit, I'll be on the top side of my balance point, which means it'll lift up the heavy part and push it this way instead of falling this way, if that makes sense. So lifting up the arm, that actually carries the momentum all the way up. You're not getting it all the way around either. So here, let me give you this one, all right, instead of that one. That one is marked with the balance point. Grab it up just above, and then put that balance point on the back of your neck. Grab it a little higher. Yep, good. Put it a little deeper in, and then toss it. So close. So what you did there is you went like this instead of like this.
Okay.
So keep that arm.
Got it.
You want to have a path for it to roll on, because if gravity just shears it right off, then obviously Yes. Yes. So if you are holding it normal grip, hold it below the balance point so that you can get that balance point around to the right spot. See how it's a little bit past my neck here? And then yeah, just like that. So get used to doing that. Roll, grab, and then you can do it on the other side as well. Remember, if you are holding whatever side you are, you want to hold. I don't know if there's a rule. If you're holding it in normal grip, you want to hold below. If you're holding it in reverse grip, you want to hold above.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you think about it, you're holding below the balance point, no matter what. Because if it's in reverse grip, the balance point's above your hand. If it's in normal grip, the balance point's above your hand. So that's the rule. The balance point should be above your hand, right? So that way, place it, roll, and then that should end you in a spot. That was good. That was good. Really good. It end you in a spot where then you can place it normally and do it again. Good. Very good. All right. So, place, twist, roll, grab, place, twist, roll, grab, post. It's going to happen a lot with this. So basically you'll want to grab any stick to practice this at home. Any stick with a center balance point. If you want to make something that is off balance like this, you can get like rubber or something in order to create more weight on one side. Or I have extras of them. They're a little bit more expensive than a stick, but they work.
They work.
They're good, very good.
So when are you gonna start making your own?
When am I going to start making my own?
Yeah. Come on.
I'm kind of in a position where I don't think I can do that without pissing off the guy who makes these, and I really like the guy who makes these, so I don't want to do that. I make my own practice versions without the electronics in it.
Okay.
But he also does everything from milling out or what's the really fast turning thing?
Oh, yeah.
Lathe, that's the word. He lathes out everything, he puts everything together. He's got some kind of specific technique that tapers it like that. Like he does a lot of stuff to it that makes it like a lot of fine details that go into it. And I don't know those details. So what I make would end up being a shadow of that. In fact, what I would make would end up being this, which is basically just your average commercial lightsaber with the hilt extension and a weight at the bottom, and then it's balanced right there.
Okay.
So that's my make one, if that makes sense. Because you can do, like I said, you can do any of these tricks with any stick that you can find a balance point on. The only thing that's making these better for it is the fact that they are built with a weight that is really comfortable for it, so they're not really scary. They're built with that PLA material at the bottom that is really good for impact, so you don't have to be worried about metal things flying at your head all the time. And the length of the hilt was specifically designed around other contact swords that exist. And, you know, it's supposed to be a one-to-one replica of the Gora fire sword, which is a brand that makes contact juggling fire swords. So I really like those. I think they're great. But if you can't get him to build one of those, there are other options, other ways to do things. So.
And they're pretty pricey.
Yeah, they're that's the thing that happens. I know her. Go to box it with her. Anyways.
She the one that beats you up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard sometimes.
It's tough getting beat up by the girls in kickboxing. All right, so the goal here, the goal with this, is to eventually get all the way to here. What's happening is you're holding it a little bit above the balance point in a normal grip, and then you're going to rotate it above your head. And as you rotate it above your head, you have to let go as the balance point is above your wrist. And when you do that, in the right speed and momentum, going the wrong direction. That was almost a trick. That is another trick that you do that can be done, but that was the wrong direction. So if you hold it like this. Imagine pulling it backwards here and then rotating it this way. It's like snap.
Okay.
So hold here, snap that way, snap that way. But when you snap, you have to be in an orientation to let go where the balance point is above your wrist.
Okay.
You also need, that snap is a big part of it, because that snap around gives it the spin to get all the way down across and around. Because without it, it's just gonna roll straight down and not get to the right place. And then that happens if you do it too fast. Should be just fine.
Oh,
Click it. These things are real durable, but every once in a while you'll drop it perfectly where the button is just like, I'm
not playing this one.
not a fan of that.
Alright, yeah, these are just hella worth it.
But yeah, I really like how these feel. For me, these things just float.
Yeah, you make it seem so flowing, but that's just practice.
And that is exactly what it is. I mean, practice. You've seen the tricks that hard trick anything that I'm working on that I can't do consistently, you can start to see where the repetition is what builds that confidence. That's for sure. So what I do in order to get the momentum sometimes is we'll point it out to the side, over the head, and rotate. Over the head, and rotate. And that will put you in a position to do it inverted. And the inverted looks cool because it has the blade on the outside the whole time versus the same both ways. Does it look the same both ways? Am I talking out of my ass? I don't know. Did I just discover something? Does it look exactly the same whether you do it inverted or not? Pretty much. Pretty similar. Ooh. So, neck roll up. Steve back. Steve back. So close.
If I pull off one, that'd be amazing.
You're gonna get one, and then you're gonna get hooked, and you're not gonna be able to put it down for a week.
Oh, believe me, I've been hooked. Oh. Just always trying to remember the right.
So, think about it like the power pose, palm facing out. Rotate in first, so that you got your arm in a in a flex, and then just get used to rotating that back and forth. Where you release is here. So you gotta go past the power pose, you gotta go from the flex to the power pose, past, so that that balance point lands here and keeps rolling around. The angle of your arm is going to be is going to make a massive difference in the trajectory. The speed of the spin is going to be a massive part of the trajectory. If you're not, what you're doing wrong is you're not committing to a steep enough angle. So you're letting it kind of spin too much here. So it's connected and it's rolling down your arm, but it's spinning laterally too much so that it's going to end up hitting your head or cutting your neck off. So you got to commit to a little bit more of this arc so that it can get that angle and speed that it needs in order to go down and around. And hold it so that your middle finger is right around the balance point. Middle finger should grip the balance point. And then, yeah, right about there. But pull that arm in just a little bit. There you go. Try right there. Yeah, you're so much closer. You're so much closer. So from here, perfectly right angle. Get your arm up a little bit. About there.
Got it.
Yep. And then release and see where it goes. You did it!
Yep.
That counts. That counts.
Yeah.
It got caught on your hair, but that was exactly where it needed to be in order to rotate around your arm. The only thing that could do a little bit better is once it hits the back of your neck, maybe just kind of tip your neck forward a little bit to give it that extra spin. Remember, the angle of the release is very big.
Yes, it is so.
Huge part of it is the angle of the release. Yep. And also the plane of release is important too. So make sure that you're not here or here. Make sure you're perfectly level and you snap that spin around on a good horizontal plane. Almost. You had a little too much speed there, and I think you were a little too high on your balance point. Again, the middle finger being right in the center here is a big part of the placement. Flat up here is a big part of the placement. This arm being slightly not 90 degrees. Pull it in a little bit more. Yep, right about there. Then release.
All right.
So close. You're so close. I think it's the arm placement. If you pull it back just a little bit. Yeah.
All right.
And also the if you're releasing here, it's gonna be wonky. It can work. I just did it, but it's going to go around easier when it's flat. Yep, release from there.
So close. We're gonna get this.
Believe me.
Gotta get that finger. Almost.
Pull this way a little bit more. So when you're here, pull this way a little bit more. It's almost like you want your arm up, straight up and down from your wrist to your elbow. not quite straight up and down from your elbow, but just cocked this way, the other way. So, put it here.
Yeah.
Right there. Ooh. It feels weird, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It's gotta get used to that.
So. All the way around. So close, man. So close.
It's just, I can almost feel it. It's just. Nope.
If you would have committed to that one, I think it would have worked. You know, that was the best plane you had on your rotation. Oh, that was too far out.
Just that finger.
Yep, that was way too
Much.
way too cocked on that one. So start here, make sure that you're nice and flat, get your elbow up, make sure that you're nice and straight on both sides. Rotate back and forth. What you want to do here, get used to rotating this part
Yeah.
to exactly to where this hand is, right here. Think about it like this. Straight forward, wrist above your pec, shoulder and elbow sticking up this way. And your elbow is going to be in front of your shoulder. Yep. So that if you just dropped it,
Whew. It is not easy to keep
give
your arms up.
yourself, instead of being here, be here. A little bit lower, yeah.
Nope.
Close again. It's the wind up that's messing you up.
Yeah.
So keep the arm up. Keep the arm up on the wind up, so that there is no up and down movement or vertical movement on this turn. Just get used to spinning this back and forth to the point where, and this hurts me right about here.
Right there.
That's where I'm feeling it. Right about, when I get to here, that's where I'm feeling it. But if I just let go there,
Okay.
see what I'm saying?
I see that.
So that's the homework that I'm gonna give you, is just practice rotating here and letting it go back and forth, because you wanna get to the point where you have this arm position locked in. That arm position is where it needs to be in order to get that proper momentum on the spin.
More angle, more angle.
More angle.
Steeper.
Close. You don't have to be steeper here. You have to be at the right angle here. It doesn't matter where you are here. Once you spin it around, you gotta land here. Yeah, if you go too high up above, here's the thing. I've practiced this so many times, and I didn't have someone to tell me specifically the hand positions to use. So what I did is I figured out exactly how to fix it if I do it from the wrong position. But that's where it comes down to with this balancing. It all comes back to understanding that if you tip ever so slightly one direction, you change which direction, you change in the opposite direction which way it's going to be tipped. So if you do it wrong, can still end up in the right place by rotating ever so slightly. And that's started to work for me to a point where I'm not even thinking about it. I just do that and let the momentum carry it around. If it's wrong, I can feel where it's wrong and fix it mid-flow. But that takes repetition. All right, let's see where we're at here. We got some gang in the chat. It is time to call it. Keep working for a little bit. You want to call it today?
What time is it?
It is 7:06. They don't have our internal clock
Yeah, I see that.
working at the moment.
Well, I can be here as long as you can. My phone hasn't rang, so that's a good sign.
All right, very good. Well, let's just keep working then.
That's the same for the other side, isn't it?
Yep, it is the exact same for the other side. You're gonna wanna, I mean, we were doing the left side, so maybe you're more comfortable on the right side, that's possible. You wanna do these. Yee!
Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Here's what's funny, I am technically right-handed, but I'm more proficient with my left side on a lot of these techniques. Why is that? I have no idea. Probably, if I had to guess, because every time I figure something out with my right hand, I end up drilling it more with my left. Just because I want to be in a place where I know how to do everything both sides. Yeah, see, for me, the right hand, doing the half steve on the right side, is a little weirder, is a little less perfected for me than on this side. On this side, it's easier to do, it's easy enough to do, and I go. And it's easy enough for me to do on this side, where I don't have to think about the speed or the angle as much. And in fact, left-handed to right-handed, I can do the matrix really easily, and left-handed to right-handed is also where first fucking try, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. First try. So yeah, the left-handed to right-handed, for me, it's just a little bit easier to maneuver with.
So when you do the cartwheel dance, is that based on something particular?
The cartwheel move is, I stole that from the GOAT, the absolute greatest contact sword juggler. He's actually the reason why I started in the first place, is I saw some of his videos. He's this really small Asian guy named Tito Sai, and he spins metal bladed swords that look just like this.
Oh.
But there are actual good, like solid metal blades, and he did that cartwheel trick, that exact cartwheel trick with a metal blade, like 6 or 7 years ago now. And I saw the video, and I thought it was the coolest thing on the planet. And I never believed I would be able to do it. And then I found these lightsabers, and I started practicing every day with the intention of one day trying to do that trick. And here we are. Now I can do that trick. So, believe in yourself, I guess.
Indeed.
Believe in yourself even if you don't believe in yourself.
Oh. One of these days we gotta do a D&D campaign.
I think a D&D campaign with like a Star Wars based D&D campaign
Yes.
would be really cool. With a bunch of Jedi. That'd be fun.
We roll for the year, we roll for our classes, and then we'll just do a couple different sets.
Yeah.
'Cause I love the bounty hunter bit. Just ordinary dude, doesn't got nothing, just kind of rolls a little bit of luck sometimes and just goes, hunt, fuck, smoke screen.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I could get behind that. That's for sure.
You're one of our chat GPTs to narrate or progress the storyline.
Yeah.
Maybe not chat. Chat doesn't do very good at D&D as well.
Certainly could.
But then you can add your online group too. The chat group. So be like the enemy DM.
Oh yeah.
So you're like, all right, chat, what's going to be the next ship or situation we get into?
So I made up a signature for Qui-Gon signature. Which is based on his movements from the Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
But it's kind of reminiscent of both Obi-Wan and Anakin, which I like that because he's supposed to be like, Anakin's granddad or whatever. So let's do that here. Let's
Oh yeah, that was nice and weighty.
yeah, I put some counterweights. I did the same thing to that one that I did to this one, except that one has a little bit lighter counterweight. So that one's gonna be, this one's balance point is a little more centered versus that one is a little more
Yeah, pass
top
the
heavy.
buck.
But it's just a matter of what's more comfortable. For that one or this one?
This one's a bit lighter.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. That's fine. So you'll start with it at your hip, left foot forward, right foot in your stance, and then you're going to wrist roll forward into a ready position. So this is fun to do in a situation where your lightsaber's off and then it's on. So we'll do that again. Off. Oh,
Is that roll for 5?
it should be, yeah, there you go.
There it goes.
So then you just click and wrist roll and then ready. And how that wrist roll works is it's slash, wrist roll, up to the side. So slash, wrist roll, grab. And I like to activate with my pinky in this situation so that when I'm here, I have the right length of grip. Now, Chris, the ninjutsu instructor, says that you don't want to have your elbow out, you want to have your elbow down. I think that for choreography, it doesn't matter. I think for kendo, for a lightsaber, for fighting, you probably want to listen to the guy who trains fighting.
You don't want a chicken wing.
Yeah, you don't want a chicken wing out. So you're here, and what we're going to do, we're going to step forward, and we're going to cross slash. That cross slash is going to rotate around, and we're going to lift our arm up, and it's going to go past our head. And we're going to step forward and cross slash the other direction, this way. So it looks like from here, cross slash, rotate, lift, cross slash. You're cross slashing in the wrong direction. So that's what I'm trying to get across there. So step and cross slash, rotate above, step, slash, rotate above. And we're going to step back, slash, rotate above, step back, slash, rotate, above. Now from here, we're gonna go back and up as we step forward. Then we're gonna go back, straight back, and up as we step forward. Then we're gonna land back to ready. Go 1, 2, 3. We're gonna spin off that front foot, or on the heel. Place your back foot in front. Low sweep, back to ready. So, fast it looks like this. Fast it looks like this. That wasn't right, but it was close. We're gonna do it one more time. So that's step, step, block, 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 spin, ready. One more time. Cross slash rotate up. Cross slash rotate up. Cross slash rotate up. Cross slash rotate up. Step and slash. Step and slash. 1, 2, 3. 1, back. One more time. Two, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Whew. Good. All right, I'm gonna do it one more time, a little bit faster. We're gonna add the beginning. All right, good.
Not gonna lie, that one's a little bit easier.
It's a little simpler.
Yeah.
That's kind of by design. Qui-Gon doesn't do a whole lot in that movie except die. So, rip Qui-Gon.
Rip.
All right, well, we'll call it a day there. It was a good session. Hope you feel like you learned something. If you're still watching, thank you for watching. Smash the like button, share the stream. We're giving away a lightsaber at 50,000 subscribers. Use code JEST at viresabers.com and tune in next time.